Hubbard Richard had a lot of auto plants that went up and down Fort Street. There was a ripple effect when we lost a lot of the auto industry's larger manufacturing plants.
It's been a huge period of reinvention. It's been a huge effort to bring back economic and emotional stability.
Southwest Solutions began their housing and real estate development work back in the late 1990s, and it was a time when there was a lot of large vacant buildings in Southwest Detroit.
The goal is for us to keep on creating the space, to be open and engage with other organizations, other businesses, residents, different, like churches, schools.
The Vista Partnership was an outgrowth of ideas at Southwest Housing.
We organized a team of residents and youth, and then we had our extensive training, and then we went door to door for different neighborhoods. In the results, we learned that the residents wanted to have more family-oriented spaces.
They wanted to see more businesses and services available right in the neighborhood.
We had a meeting where we delivered the results of the surveys.
Then we went into breakout groups and we talked about the results.
I thought that it would be a great opportunity to join the Arts and Culture group. We've done activations of vacant lots. We've put community bulletin boards up. We've done a dream wall. We refinished the floor in here.
I like it because I was a part of that, and I see all these people coming together and enjoying the space that we created for them.
St. Anthony's is an example of a building that has been taken and transformed into space that's now used by hundreds of people in the community on a weekly basis. I think place of opportunity is where when a person enters in, they can see themselves either participating or contributing to that place.
It creates a virtuous cycle so that the people who are there feel better about their place and they make more investments, and the people from outside come in and want to be part of it and they make more investments.
Hamilton is an older city. It was very much a thriving city at one time.
We had the largest tool and die company in the world here. We had the largest coated paper company in the world here.
When the manufactured jobs left, the city lost its identity, and we all felt it.
We had to figure out a way to sort of reset ourselves in a post-industrial world.
It took bringing innovative and new companies here to really show a difference and change the playing field of how business is done in Hamilton.
Historic tax credits and low-income housing tax credits are two of the biggest tools in the toolbox, and neighborhood housing has been very helpful in helping us navigate that pathway.
Our boldest project was the Art Space Project.
Definitely a project that took patience and a little bit of faith.
All the residents that reside here are artists in some fashion or form.
We each have found a way to make it our own through the different artwork that we bring into it and the way that we decorate our space.
This used to be an old office building that sat empty. It was a blight.
Now it's a 100% occupied building with lots of great new creative residents in downtown Hamilton and viable businesses in the storefronts.
The Ahmed sisters are great.
They asked us to apply to be one of the 2 businesses inside the residential buildings. We were thrilled.
They also went through our micro-enterprise program. They applied for the loan, they received a loan, and they were able to successfully open the Ahmed Sisters Bakery on the first floor of Art Space.
When we did open, lines were to the door.
High Street used to be of an area that you just drove through it. You didn't see people downtown, you didn't see businesses open. Now it's thriving.
It really just allows us to dig in and know that we're a part of something bigger.
Being raised here and then being able to start a business here and then your city loving you for it is a dream.
It's about what we can do to move forward and lift every single neighborhood in Hamilton.
It gives us hope. It gives us hope that we can take this movement of revitalization and take it to the next block and the block after that.
Druid Hills was built around a factory. It was the Model T plant. It started to experience some disinvestment right when the factories shut down.
And as a result of that came some disorder in the neighborhood.
My relationship with the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Housing Partnership started with a recognition that we had failed. And we came to the recognition that we're going to be held accountable for what we have not done.
We worked with residents and stakeholders and said, okay, before we even start here, let's put a plan together.
Where there is a real focus for families at the bottom, families who are coming up, and for families who have already made it into the middle class reality.
We need to work holistically, so we need to work on the housing at the same time you're working on the infrastructure, at the same time you're working on jobs and retail development.
They've brought so much positive change by taking an old neighborhood like the old historic Double Oaks and basically changing the entire atmosphere with great homes.
In partnership with the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Housing Partnership and North Carolina Works, we house a career center here at St. Luke Missionary Baptist Church.
Here in the Druid Hills community, we do not have sufficient grocery stores. So we partnered with the Park and Recreation to establish a community garden.
Our vision for this part of Statesville is that it is a mixed-use, mixed-income area, and that there's retail available. We ended up having to purchase a commercial building that was absolutely an environmental hazard to the area. We were able to abate the property, and we found somebody who had a very unique use for the building.
We're going to have a brewery with market components to it, like a butcher shop, a bakery, authentic beer garden, and a rooftop terrace for events, just for people to hang out.
Just to see businesses coming to this neighborhood and this side of town is a great impact.
And I think that it just gives individuals a measure of hope, where at one point in time there was so much hopelessness within the corridor.
What may seem impossible, but I think it can be done, to make sure that this neighborhood, right in the shadow of Uptown, can still be a place for the haves and the have-nots.
I see this as the beginning of what Druid Hills is going to aspire to someday. It's already a great community, it's going to be even better.